Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And as you know, we are doing this take two because I think what happened is last time I had set this up in YouTube as a scheduled stream. And then what happened is that when I started streaming from Zoom, it created a whole new session. So I don't know what's going on there. So hopefully we will get people from tuned into the right place. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Naomi, the Brickanista, and I'm here in a parking lot in a library, or at a library in Mount Lake Terrace, Washington. And I'm in the back seat, which is a little unusual because I am trying to clear my car out eventually so I can go camping sometime. And I got inspired because I hit my head really hard on the pavement when I was shopping. And I realized I could have ended my life just like that. And I didn't want to think about my life as like, well, how did she die? Oh, she tripped and fell and she had a brain injury and she died from her injury. So I said, you know what? I need to do the things that I've been wanting to do. And one of them is, using my car as a place to go places, especially now with COVID. I still haven't been vaccinated yet, so I'm being hyper cautious. And that's why also my guest is out in the parking lot doing this. And let me see if I can bring him in, because as you know, I have been very, very excited to have this guest in the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and he's local too. I mean, that's the great part is he's been on the internet for a while, and there he is. There's Dok Sampson. Hey,
how you doing, Brickanista?
How are you?
Oh, wait a minute, this is part two. We've already met.
I know. It's crazy. It's because, you and I've met through, I think, Beyond the Brick. I think I started seeing you on Beyond the Brick because you're a fairly regular guest with Bricks O'Brien and the crew over there. And then I was noticing you started watching Tricky Bricks and Tricky Lug. And so we also know each other from there too. And I'm hoping that if it's anybody watching, if you could just let me know the audio hopefully is okay. You can hear me okay. And then also the chat, so I can see the chat if anybody's out there. So anyway, so Dok, thank you so much for being here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. No live Brickanista on the Move. Right now we are doing local Wi-Fi in parking lots. And if you go to your local library, then it's free. And that's why, we're starting with this. This is kind of our new thing. And the other thing I'm doing is I have a down camera. So what I did is I set up another cell phone. And here, let me show you the setup first, because I did this on the other take one.
Let me go wander into the library so that Khan can get set up to
Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so while he's wandering, let me show you my setup. And I need to look at the other window. So hold on while I do that. Okay, so I've got right here, I have the Thanos Armor Mech. So I'm going to be using that. And then you notice what I did here is I have this tripod set up and I used my headrest to secure one of the legs down. And then I have this going down. And that seems to be a good way to do it for now. And right now I'm going to just check to make sure everything's okay. I hear some background noise, so I'm going to just mute that for a moment. Okay, so here's my cell phone. This is just a cell phone using Zoom, just like you would if you were dialing in. And I put it onto this tripod, so then that way it's like a down camera shot. And that's how you're able to watch me build. So I'm going to be setting that up there. And then just since I have the camera up here, hello, I have started moving things in the back. I still have some things to donate. And the reason why I can't fold this back is I have this, which the wheels are in the way. And this is one of those small portable wagons. So when I was carrying a bunch of things, I was able to do that. So anyway, so I'm on Zoom right now. So let me switch over so I can watch the chat, because I do need to know if the chat is working. Hopefully somebody is out there. I was doing some testing. There's Khan. Khan, you got your video on. How are you? I muted you for a moment. So here, let me unmute you.
Unmute. Okay.
There you go.
I like how it asks me every single time when you want to do something like they're trying to unmute you. Do you want to be unmuted?
Okay. Well, we've got Khan here. You saw Dok Sampson earlier. So Khan's going to be doing the building. And you're going to use the one camera for your down shot, right?
Yeah, I'm only gonna have one. I only have the one camera. I'm not all sophisticated like the Brickanista, but I got my mech set. And then I also, because we were on the road, I thought I would put my sig figs into
Oh, cool.
car, so they're in the car. And this is the only time Dok gets to drive.
Oh, okay. Dok is cool. Well, when Dok comes back, I'll ask him some more questions too. But maybe I can ask you. But how did you and Dok meet?
Well, we met in a clearance bin, technically, but the story he likes to tell is he was, suddenly materialized by the Beyonder in the vicinity, and I was just like, hey, who are you? And we became friends after that. But really, I found him in a clearance bin at Toys R Us, and this was when I didn't know anything about YouTube, and all my friends were like, oh, YouTube this, YouTube that, and so I was just kind of like, well, I kind of want to do YouTube, but I don't want to be in front of the camera.
Right.
So hence Dok was born. So this way I could do things in front of the camera and say whatever I wanted to say and not have to worry about, camera ready or blah, 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 whatever. And,
There's a lot to think about. I mean, it's been crazy. I've been doing YouTube only since December. So it's only been about 4 months or so, 5 months. And I think that YouTube has a bigger reach, but Twitch has a different vibe to it. It's much more, I guess, of a community vibe where you go out and you go raid people and you do things. You're muted for some reason. Did you just say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think what it is there's a delay. Yeah, I've got to figure out how I can get this screen so I can have, I had this the other day. I'm not sure why I can't seem to get the screen split from my Streamlabs. Yes, my Streamlabs, I think what it is my Streamlabs takes up like the entire window. It's like, no, I don't want you to take up the entire window. Shrink. make you smaller. Okay, there we go. I think I got it now. All right. Okay, now I can see what I'm showing to the world and I can see the chat. And right now the chat's kind of quiet. So I don't know if that's me again, or maybe we'll have some people join in a little bit. Okay, so, and I think, let me just check my down camera because I think, let me just check. Yep. Okay, I got my down camera going. Down camera's here. That's all good. All right. So I think we're just gonna roll with this.
All right.
And I'm for those of you who are new, I have been an AFOL for not too long. I would say 2012 is when I started really getting into it, but I didn't start attending conventions until 2018. Really, it's been a while. Okay, so this is what we got here. Yeah, so I'm opening this up like a tray, so then that way you can work on it this way.
Can you see? Because I can't see.
You can't see? Oh, that's because you've got your camera there. I'm going to move my camera over here. So now it's more like a front shot. So when I talk to the camera like this, it's a little bit easier, but then I have to turn to the left to see the chat. So we're just going to work like this. And I'm really hoping somebody can at least chat to let me know that it's working out there. So this is what happens when you do Brickanista on the Move. And one of the reasons why I got this set is because of these gold pieces. There are a ton of gold pieces in here. And as you know, I'm already working on the Captain America mech set, and doing it this way, I figured this was a good reason to do this. Oh no, there's stickers in here. Uh-oh, I had not planned on this.
Oh,
So
are they gold? Are there gold stickers?
they're gold and blue stickers. I had not planned this. I didn't think there were stickers in this set because the Captain America set has no stickers.
Yep.
So this is something I had not planned on. So next time, do your research, see if there's stickers, and then try to do this in the field.
Well, they have, still a very good mech. I mean, especially for
Mhm.
the little tiny mechs, and that little mini Thanos is really cool. And then just the way the hand works on the,
Yes.
you know, so it's a great one. I thought it was the best of the first wave.
Well, my friend Brickworm, she was watching this Captain America thing that we were doing. She goes, you know, the Thanos mech has all those gold pieces. And this piece here, let me see if I can zoom in on this to spotlight this. This piece is amazing. Let's see if I can do this. Can you see this one? Oops. This is the other thing. I got to get used to this camera being here. But that is an amazing gold piece.
Yeah.
This little hinge piece. And this is for the front of the mech, the armor.
So what are you going to be building that's going to be all gold?
As far as for the pieces,
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I just thought that this set had some really, really cool pieces in there. So that's why I wanted to do this.
Okay. That's kind of
Yeah.
like when I bought the Minecraft dungeon set that had the lava monster. I was only looking at the trans red pieces and the trans red tiles. I wasn't even caring what the set was. It was just kind of like,
Right.
but the set was actually kind of an amusing little set. So it was just kind of like, okay, well, the set wasn't horrible.
Well, the other thing that's kind of cool, just looking at this, here's another cool piece, is this shield piece. This shield piece that's printed. So this is printed. And as you know, some people call it a shield, some call it, people call it a tombstone.
Yeah.
But this piece is amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, because this one, you have this mech, don't you? The Miles Morales, because they got a printed shield.
Let me see. Let me focus on you for a moment. Hold up.
Okay.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
nice too. Yeah, so you have a nice printed shield as well. And I like how you're building on your little fleece blanket there.
Well, it's the seed cover.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm just going to check on something here real quick on my Zoom shot. I'm going to go back to gallery mode so we can see all of us. And I'm also checking, make sure that I didn't I hope I didn't make this private, or just everybody's busy. Everybody's busy right now. I started streaming 13 minutes ago. Yeah. Part 2. And
they were all here for part 1, but
yeah, all 3 people were here for part 1. All right, let me just double check to make sure I'm not this is why if you're a new streamer, it's so much harder than if you've been streaming for a while, because at least if you've been streaming for a while, you know that people are watching and you can communicate with somebody and say, hey, can you check this for me?
Yeah.
And okay, I'm looking at it right now and it's public and it's live and it's going and it's live now. So
okay, and then the other one isn't still going, because sometimes YouTube will leave a stream hanging or whatever. And
yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. It looks like I made the other one private. So hopefully it's all good. Oh, I see. Maybe this one, I'm going to delete this. This one says upcoming. So let me delete this. Maybe that might be confusing people. Yeah, I'm going to delete this upcoming one. maybe that's what might be causing some issues. Who knows? I mean, especially for me, I'm kind of thinking about this like my mobile studio.
Yeah.
So I'm also thinking this will be very different than other builds that I've been watching for people who live on the road, because
yeah.
I want this, I'm thinking about setting up like lights on my ceiling. So then that way you can have like studio lighting. And then,
Oh, okay.
you know, places to mount like a microphone. So then that way the microphone, the audio will be better.
Yeah.
And then that way, you know, if I have it mounted here and then you can angle the camera a certain way. I still got to think through this though, because this is all new to me, but okay. All right. So, all right, we're still live. So I think I think it's still working. If not, we'll still have the recording. So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about it. In fact,
But-
one thing I should be doing, which I forgot to do, because it's automatic when I stream from Streamlabs OBS, it automatically records. But if I stream from Zoom, it doesn't automatically record. So I'm going to start recording if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go right
All
ahead.
right, I'm going to start recording. Okay, so I'm recording this just for my backup, but everything should be going out to YouTube right now anyway. So, okay, so anyway, we're just going to keep building. And then if people show up, they show up.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to worry about it. If you're not worried about it, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. So we're not like streaming against a big YouTuber or anybody. It's not like, you know, because that'd be the only.
Well, I don't know if we are because, you know, I'm fairly new to this. And like I said, I'm still trying to be able to read the chat and do the live stream, etc. So, okay. The way I look at this is it's a learning process. But here's something new. Thanos has a purple head.
Well, yeah. And
Did
he's
you
got that
see
nice.
this?
Yeah, I have
It's
it. He's got that
lavender.
great grin. He's got the great grin and that gold helmet. He's looking good.
Yeah, that lavender face. That's pretty amazing. So
Have you seen the Mighty Micros one of him? He's got an even huger grin, and his face
oh
is
wow.
purple.
No, I can't say that I have.
So yeah, he's
Yeah.
kind of an amusing little character. It's like, okay, I
Yeah,
like him
no,
better
this is
small than big.
yeah, this is cool. And like I said, the here just the detail that's on the torso, that's really cool. And also on the legs. So we have that.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was the better of the little mechs.
Right.
I just felt like you got more. You got more with Thanos.
You got more for your money, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I'm liking how this camera angle is too, because when I look up, I'm looking up at the back of the seat, which is better for my neck than having to look up over here. So like I said, I'm thinking this as a learning process. Let's see
Yeah,
how
'cause I
this
would think
goes.
that you would try to put something up on the on top of the dash in front of the window, kind of to be able to look straight up instead of having to look down all the time.
Right. Well, and that's why I really like how this little, at first I didn't like this Logitech because it was acting kind of weird, but now I'm really enjoying it because it does have that portability. And you watched when I had that woman Violet stop by.
The
And
psychic lady.
the psychic woman who thought I was indigenous. Yes, I know, that was crazy. That was totally crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's why I was just looking at her like, yo, I thought you were psychic. Come on.
she was very nice though. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's a very, very nice lady. And I'm really glad that at least I had you know, she didn't have to stop and do that. But it was funny, the chat at the time was saying, you know, you know, she knew what she was doing because she said her website, you know,
Yeah.
when she was starting to talk.
Uh-huh. That's almost felt like she knew you were recording and she was just kind of acting like she didn't know. Oh, you're recording? Oh, okay.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, she was definitely unusual. Okay, why am I not finding this other bracket? They're supposed to, oh, a field of view. That's why. Yeah, in trying to build for the camera, I think you know this problem because you also have to, you know, share the spotlight with Dok as
Yeah,
well
oh, yeah.
when you're doing this.
Oh yeah, everything's got to be perfectly placed. I just hate when I'm building something for like a speed build video, whatever, and I don't notice that my hands are moving away from where the camera's looking.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
oh, put it back over here. Put it back over here. It sits right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm getting better, but I'm still telling people I'm a new streamer, so cut me some slack. Still learning here. How long have you been streaming, Doc?
By myself, only recently. Before I used to stream like every once in a while, and then we started to stream a lot more at late. I used to stream a lot late at night because I'm on the West Coast, and so once all the East Coast people are done, because a lot of them, they're like, how come you're not at my show, Doc? It's in the evening time. And it's just kind of like, well, for you, evening time for me is late, for you, late evening is early evening for me. So a lot of times I'm like, I'm at work, or I mean the middle of dinner. For you, it's 9 o'clock. You've already had dinner. The dishes are done. You're sitting on, sitting on the couch. Hey, maybe I should stream. And I'm, I'm still in the middle of it because I'm on the West Coast. So it was just kind of like, so I would stream really late at night. And so I just did that for
I stream late too. And what's interesting is that I have a couple of regulars like Debo who watches me. And it's funny, I think I have more people who watch me late at night than I do right now. Because like you said, there's other streamers who are streaming right now in the middle of the day, or if it's a nice day like today, instead of watching, they would rather be, out enjoying the weather.
Yeah, exactly. Especially being quarantined for a year and a half, everybody's just like ready to go outside and do something,
Right. Which is actually kind of why I'm doing it this way too, because I'm hoping as I start exploring this that I'll find more places that do, Wi-Fi, like in a beautiful park or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice to be able to do that.
Doesn't the Linwood Civic Center, do they have Wi-Fi? Because they have, the bench. I mean, there's no beautiful scenery, but they do have that nice mosaic and everything.
Well, that's true. That's true. They do have that mosaic. Yeah, I was thinking more like, Snoqualmie Falls, going out that way, something which is, more natural, being able to park in the parking lot and have a nice view of something. But yeah, this piece, this kind of rounded mixel joint thing.
Yeah.
That I saw this in the other mech, and it's interesting that they use this piece, and there is in fact they have it here. So they have this what do you call it, the click hinge that stops it from moving.
Okay.
So yeah, it's interesting. I think if you do enough of these mechs, you start realizing this. Oh, let me see if Alex23 can help me out. He just texted me. Let me ask him. Can you? Let me use my other phone.
I'm like, is he asking, are you broadcasting today?
No, he usually texts me about other things, but since he just texted me, I just say, can you do me a favor? Can you help me out here? All right, let me get on to. He's one of the few people who texts me on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I left Facebook several years ago. I think 7 years ago. I'm like, nope.
7 years ago? Seriously?
Yeah, yep. You people are triggering me too much. I am not gonna sit here and listen to y'all's nonsense. I am not gonna sit here and spend all my time blocking people. Goodbye.
So I'm just sent a note to Alex Xander 23 and see if he'll jump on. Just if you can jump on and just text real quick. And then at least I'll know.
Yeah. Oh, Debo said he had to do something today, didn't he?
Yeah, I think, and that goes back to, all right, so Debo is on the East Coast, right? So Debo is, and that's why it always shocks me when he shows up on my streams. I start at 9 p.m. and it's like midnight his time, and he'll be on the whole time. He'll, if I stream till midnight, it's like 3 a.m. for him. So
yeah, that's like Cy O'Connor. It's just kind of like,
it's like, thank you, Alexander 23. He just jumped on. and he's
Okay.
watching. Thank you. So
It's working.
I've
All
got Dok Sampson here. You don't have to stay the whole time. I just wanted to make sure, but we would love for you to stay the whole time if you want. But I just wanted to make sure it was working, because I can't tell if I can watch the chat and do the streaming and do the Zoom and Streamlabs all at the same time.
right.
So yay, we're good. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting us know. So yeah, if you don't know Alexander 23, Doc, you should check him out too. He's a new streamer as well, and he's been
On the
streaming.
YouTube?
Well, he's been streaming on Instagram, but he's gonna be starting on YouTube soon. So just check him out. So thank you so much.
Okay, cool.
He's laughing out loud.
I
It's like,
love Instagram streaming when I go to the Lego store.
oh, okay. Yeah,
So
you know,
instead of
it's-
making vlogs about it, or in video or whatever, I'm just like, I think I'm just going to live stream on Instagram every time I go to the Lego store. It's just easier, just works
right.
better.
Well, I
Nice
think that's
and
why a lot of
video.
people do that, because you just have to press a button and you're live, right? Whereas
Yep.
I've got this laptop, I've got a USB camera going, I've got this down camera, I've got the lower third. So, right below me, it says the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I just figured out how to do that yesterday. So, and doing the transition screens and doing all that. Yeah, it's been a learning curve, that's for sure. Hit
All
me
right,
up whenever you need a check. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Alexander 23. I
Yeah,
really
thanks,
appreciate
Alexander.
that. Well, it was funny because we were talking live about, you just texted me on Facebook Messenger, and you're one of the few people who communicates with me on Facebook Messenger. And I said, oh, he's live. Maybe he can check this out to see it's okay. I really appreciate it. You're awesome. You're awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. And that's the other thing, is we have such great people here in this community.
Oh yeah.
It's so nice when people are willing to help each other out, especially new streamers, because like I said, people don't realize how much harder it is when you're brand new. Because I think, when they see people like Tiago, who's got 100,000 followers, and they say, oh, but it's so hard to catch up on the chat. It's like, yeah, but at least you know what's happening. When you don't have a lot of followers, first of all, you're talking to yourself for several hours without having anybody to talk back to. And then you don't even know if your stream is, coherent, or if people can hear you and all of that.
So you watch it back later.
Yeah. So Alexander 23 says he loves Instagram because it's instant and less headache. Yeah, exactly. Less prep time. So I totally get you on that. And I just realized I need to make sure I'm in the frame. So when I'm doing this, yeah. And I'm sure that people, that's why so many streamers are using Instagram. And the other thing that's nice about Instagram is when you're on Instagram, then you can have the alerts, and then you can bring people in very easily too.
Yeah.
Because with Doc, I had to give him the code to get into Zoom. And so there's that. And then we had to unmute his microphone and unmute his video and do all that. So yeah, it's more of a hassle, but I think it does give you a better quality of a stream by doing it this way. Because now that we know it's working, it's I think this will be a better view. And the other thing that drives me crazy about Instagram is portrait mode. It's just like, get that portrait mode out. I hate it. I hate that portrait mode.
That's the only time I like it, is like on the Instagram. And if I'm watching a YouTube video and it's like I 9 times out of 10 will just click away from the video. I'm like, you ain't got time to turn your hand one way. I ain't got time to watch your video. But on Instagram, it's all designed to be, vertical, because that's the way the whole format of it is. And so it's just I like it that way. But that's the only one that I like with that kind of, because it's one of the things I complain about all the time.
Right. Yeah, I don't like portrait mode. And that's why the only person I do Instagram live with is Joriel Builds, because that's his preferred platform. And I always say, okay, you start it and I'll join, and then, I'll participate. But so far I've resisted getting involved in the Instagram. And I think it's because I just want to focus more on YouTube and focus on Twitch and then grow those platforms instead. So, but I have been starting to do TikTok. I did my first TikTok several years ago when I was hanging out with my friend Alan with the 49ers game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his daughter helped me out by teaching me how to do TikTok. And then we did our first video. And then I did one on my own, and I screwed up the audio on that. And then I hadn't done anything since. And I just posted another video. When was it? A couple days ago. And so I'm going to start doing some more of those. So watch out, folks. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Okay.
Yeah, I was on TikTok for a brief minute about a year and a half ago, but it was sucking up all of my time, just watching videos, commenting on videos. Every day TikTok would tell me you can't comment on videos anymore because you've already commented on 200 plus videos today.
Oh, well, that sucks.
And it was the first time my phone had ever done a thing where it comes on and it's like, hey, you've been doing a lot of social media today. Do you think you need to take a break? And when my phone started to like remind me like, hey, get off TikTok, I was like, okay, we got to delete this app. Okay, we are done. You know, so I was starting to do a few duets and whatnot too, but I'm like, oh no, this is just going to steal all my time.
So Alexander 23 also said that somebody started with rubber bands and spy heads. What's this I'm looking at? Spit wads, rubber bands and spit wads. With YouTube, you need 1K subscribers when you want to. You need 1,000 subscribers if you want to monetize. But now they've made it 100 subscribers if you want the vanity URL, which is cool. And Rick Brickham, great to see you. Yes, here I am. And we were wondering if I was streaming. That's why I texted Alexander 23 to jump online. So at least I would know. And yeah, so Dok Sampson / Khan is in the other car building. We're in the same parking lot.
Yep.
And he's in his car and I'm in my car. And you don't like TikTok, Alexander 23? It steals your soul. Like World of Warcraft. That's hilarious. And Joel Marbella just joined us. Hey, props to Dok for having a cup of coffee with his bricks. I have the one thing I do like about streaming in my car is I have my energy drink here and there's a cup holder. So it's very easy. So yeah.
Well, the old PCs used to come with that cup holder too. You could just not put DVDs in here.
Oh, that's right. Your CD player.
I remember everybody did. Isn't that cup holder?
Isn't that the cup holder? Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. So now I can read the chat. I think you guys can see what we're both doing, hopefully. So I'm working on, so for those of you who just joined, I'm working on this Avengers set. This is the Thanos Mech because it has 150 some odd pieces and there's a lot of gold pieces in here. Like, look at all these gold, these wrench things that are here. I mean, that is really cool. And these gold plates, that corner plate. I mean, there's a lot of really cool things in here. Minifigure collectors here. Okay, good. Now the party's starting because Dok and I have been building for, let's see, how long now? 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And I had to text Alexander 23 to make sure that we were actually live because there was like 30 minutes. There's like nobody had jumped on. So thank you so much, Minifigure Collector. And I mean, just check. You'll make 100 subs in the other day and you're going to set up your vanity URL. Oh, great. Yeah. And it's interesting because I've been streaming on Twitch first. And the problem I have with Twitch is that they delete your videos after 2 months. So I lost a lot of content, which really upset me.
Yeah, you have to get an affiliate or something in order to.
Well, I am affiliate. And I think it's a 2-month period, though. They only keep it for 2 months.
But that might make sense why a lot of people that are on Twitch have a YouTube channel and then they repost whatever stream they did
Exactly.
on Twitch a few days later. And that way they have a, you know, forever copy, I guess, up on
That's
YouTube.
part of it. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to keep both because they're different audiences, right, for each one. But it made me think more about also why YouTube is in some ways a better platform that way. It's got bigger reach and they keep your content for you, which I like. Matthew Builds Bricks is here. Hey,
Hey,
the party's
Matthew
here.
Builds.
Yeah, you missed Dok Sampson, the whatnot, who was here earlier. Khan is doing the building at the moment, but Doc will be showing up later in the stream again. So, but yeah, good to have you here. You got a huge lot of Lego yesterday. Oh, very cool. You know, you and Alexander 23 need to chat because Alexander 23 has been brainstorming about another challenge. And if you want to talk about it now, Alexander 23, he's been brainstorming with me that he wants to do a challenge that having to do with bulk lots. And I told him, I said, you might want to figure out who are the people who are doing that. So minifigure collector, I think you're one of them. So good. I'm glad that we have people here. I was getting worried. I was like going, because, you know, don't forget, I'm mobile right now. So I don't have a lot of my resources here. And I was mentioning to Doc that what I'm going to do is, as you know, I've already been talking about setting up my camper or my SUV like a camper for the road trips. But I was also mentioning to him that I may want to like put a bar over the top for track lighting, for example, or a track here where you can connect different cameras or sound equipment. So then that way it's up and above, similar. So in a way, making a mobile studio. In fact, that's what I probably should do is I should, you know, I've been watching so many different off-road camping videos. And I probably should start watching mobile studios. That's what I should be doing, is doing a mobile studio one. So right now I've got my cell phone right here, which is acting as my down camera. And then I've got my other Logitech camera here in front of me. And then I've got my laptop running Streamlabs OBS and Zoom so I could bring Dok Sampson in. Y'all started again 1 week ago. You'll be playing WoW for a month like I normally do, then quit.
World of Warcraft? Who's playing World of Warcraft?
I think it's Joel. I think Joel and Alexander 23 are the World of Warcraft. That's the conversation, the side conversation happening right now.
So are they playing the new, or are they playing the original classic? Because they brought the original classic back or whatever. And then, of course, you know, they still got the regular that's going at the same time. I was going to get into the classic because because the game, I guess, had been updated so much. So many people were complaining that they were like, we wanted to run like it used to run. And so, you know, after a while, I guess Blizzard was like, fine, we'll run 2 servers at the same time. The old version of the game, you can play over here. And then you can, over here is the modern version of the game.
Right. This set of gold pieces is dope, yo. Look at this. You have, you know, the 1x1 tiles and you have this curved piece. I can use this in my other MOC. So I'm very, very excited about this. This is awesome. I'm loving it. I am loving this. And as you know, this is a mech. So this is going to the side here. So you have this. Yeah, I think my down camera is working pretty well.
Oh, we can't see it in the Zoom call?
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it in my upper. You can't see it? Here,
I guess if I slide, I don't want to slide because the picture moves around. It's like you can change. I don't want to.
What you do is put your view on gallery mode. I think you have it in speaker mode right now.
Okay, participants.
Upper right corner, and there is a view, and put it in gallery mode, and then you'll see it. You'll see all 3 of the boxes together. And oh, that's a nice. You put a nice view of the parking lot from your side.
Yeah, there's City Hall. You can see City Hall.
City Hall is beautiful. That just went up.
Yeah,
That's been under construction. It just went up. But right
Beautiful.
now I've got my down camera and I've got the torso, and I just put one of the arms. So if you put zoom in gallery mode, you should be able to see it.
Now I'm on big screen on my own camera. But did you see how these are the worst feet of any of the mechs? I mean,
I'm going to spotlight you for everybody.
they are just the smallest, skinniest little feet. I mean, look out, there's like one stud wide. It's like a ski. It's like they are the worst feet ever. I do like the hands though. The hands are pretty cool.
What's that? Is that like a freeze gun, or no? That's a web.
That's his webs, yeah, because he's different. It's like Venom has black. These are in black for Venom. They're blue for this Spider-Man, and then they're white for the regular Spider-Man. So there's like this way you can kind of differentiate your Spider-Mans and their stuff.
Right.
But it's got all the new web pieces. The handcuffs are in blue too. I guess these are like web jets or something off the back. I don't know. And then the arms are 3 jointed, so they have 2 elbows, which is kind of like weird.
Wow.
So, like,
yeah, that is weird.
But maybe they're like, hey, it's a spider, and so he's more.
He's got webs all over. He's got webs coming out of his butt, it looks like. So the chat has been talking about World of Warcraft. So Rick Brickham, it looks like minifigure collector Joel and Alexander 23 are all. I think they're all World of Warcraft fans. Okay, I'm going to take the spotlight off of you now.
All right.
Right now, you are the only person that they can see. And I'm going to put this back in a gallery view on YouTube. So hopefully that switches over. And like I said, if you view yours from gallery mode, then you can see all 3 as well. You should be able to. Anyway.
Well, I don't have a button that says anything like that. That's why I'm like.
Well, you can also put another screen. What I have right now is I have a screen of what the YouTube feed is. And
okay, here we go.
That's how I check.
I slid and there I can see it now. Okay.
You can see it now. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so this is Khan.
I guess it's a safe driving mode too. I can slide it the other way and it's just touch the tap to speak or something.
Right. So Khan is Dok's assistant who helps him out.
Producer of the show. Dok's the star. I'm just the producer. I yell at him.
The person behind the scenes, kind of like Beyond the Brick, how Joshua is the face. They talk about him being the face, and then his brother, I think John, is the person who like runs the whole show.
Runs the cameras and everything, yeah, behind the scenes. Occasionally he'll show up like on the 24-hour live stream that they do for charity.
Yes.
John will appear on screen for like a minute or 2 and wave at everybody, then go, leave me alone. and then go back.
So Rick Brickham says the one you're working on is the one mech that he did not pick up. He got the other Spider-Man.
Oh, the other, yeah, I got this one because I needed I wanted the Miles Morales.
Right, you wanted the minifig.
Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't want to pay for a huge expensive set just to get one. Plus he had the hoodie. I was like, that's another good piece to get or whatever. Because I already have the other Spider-Man, so it didn't matter. Unless there was some sort of super piece in it or something, it'd be like, yeah, who cares? I have 20 Spider-Mans. I don't need another one. The mech is nothing unique. It's like, no.
Right. No, I think that's why I got the Thanos, though, because of the gold pieces.
Well, and that's also the mini Thanos, because otherwise Thanos is the big thing and everything else. So I like this one because he's minifig scale, so he can go walking around the city with regular people and not, take a change room. He can sit in a chair, like a regular person. Go like, what? I'm having coffee at the cafe. Just because I'm Thanos doesn't mean you got to bother me. Leave me alone.
Well, and that's the thing about streaming too. It's like you can't really do this in a crowded, cafe. And then, I stream for a couple hours, so it's like you'd be taking up all the time where they could be turning the tables. So actually doing this in the car makes sense. And oh, by the way, Rick Brickham says Dok's great. So he's a fan.
Thanks. You should we should do one at like a Sonic drive-in or Burger Master.
Yeah, but I'm a vegan.
Right. They don't have
I won't be able to eat anything, but I guess I can't even get a milkshake.
Well, that's true too, though. But it's like I thought Sonic being from California, they might have like vegan options because there are some
Well,
regular restaurants that are starting to add that to the menu just because people are like, hey.
that's true. The Impossible Burgers. I know that I go to Burger King because Burger King has the Impossible Burger. So maybe that'll be like that'll be an addition to Brickanista on the Move is where can you get vegan options plus Wi-Fi?
That's why I like Burger Back because I was like, you could drive in. That I was just thinking of places that you could drive in. Like, okay, let's go here.
Yeah,
just
I'm
like the
making
drive-in
things
movie
difficult
theater.
for you. I know. I'm sorry. In fact, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to be on Dok Sampson's challenge where he has challenged several streamers to eat spicy noodles on May 8th. So
We're gonna cry. There's gonna be a lot of tears. They're gonna be like, why?
So he's been sending out packages in the mail to people. We still have to figure out what I'm going to eat because I'm a vegan. So I've kind of, jammed up his plans a little bit. But
just throw a ghost pepper in there.
Throw a ghost pepper in there, or I noticed you were eating some spicy Japanese curry. So I don't know if that's spicy enough though.
No, but I am ready just to, to sweat, to choke because you can't breathe because the heat is so hot in your mouth. I'm just ready to do that.
You just want to torture us, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. And then I was gonna during the stream too be like, okay, I'm gonna throw down a challenge that if my channel can get this many subscribers, okay, right, and can sustain that number of subscribers for this certain number of days, because if you like go on with 500 alt accounts and subscribe to somebody, YouTube will figure that out in a few days, and all of those subscriptions will just vanish because they'll be like,
yeah, you don't want to do that.
They can tell that it's like the same computer is like making 500 accounts and they're all subscribing to whatever, or they're all liking or disliking. Those things will go away after a few days. So I'm like, if I can reach that level, then I actually have a ghost pepper ramen, one that I'm willing to like, I'll eat that one, or I'll go look for that Carolina Reaper, the hottest pepper in the world, and we'll chop that up and
you
make
just want to torture people.
Ramen with that. Be like, there, people, for this many subscribers, this many likes, I will kill myself for you.
No, you don't want to do that. That's like what Bricks O'Brien did that, where he had those pickles, those peppered pickles on the air.
Yeah, I sent Brian some of the noodles, but he's too busy to stream with us. But he's gonna do his own video to make his own eat them or whatever. He'll show the noodles, I guess, on his mail time because he has a mail time show.
Right.
And so he'll show that he got it, and then he'll show the letter that he got from me and everything. And then
that's nice.
If I like upload some sort of quick Instagram thing where he's dying, like he did with the pickle, or did you see that spicy gummy bear that somebody sent him? It was like the hottest gummy bear in the world, and
spicy gummy bear. Oh my
he
God!
Almost died from the little gummy. Ate that whole gummy bear, and he's just like, oh my! He was just watching his face. He just like had to leave and come back, and leave and come back, and he's just like.
So for those of you who've been watching me build, I'm building 4 of these little, I guess, side mech pieces. And I'm starting to try to figure out, am I going to put these stickers on or not? Because, I like to do the Windex method, but I didn't even think there were any stickers in any of these sets. So I've got 4 stickers, and then I'm building 4 of these, and they're supposed to go on this. So I'm going to see where they put them. I may put the stickers on off stream. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm in the back of my car. So for those of you wondering, I'm not in the front seat. I'm in the back passenger seat. So not behind the driver's seat. I'm behind the passenger seat. And it's just easier because of the way I have my down camera set up. But yeah, it's been it's been interesting, this idea of streaming on the road. I'm sure it's going to get better over time. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys jumping on, because I was getting worried, because I was like going, yeah, I don't even know if people can see us.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even sure. Is it happening? Is it really happening? Yeah. Okay. So I've got these 4 now. I think I'm going to put the stickers on later just to make it easier. And did my down camera just stop? Oh no, it's Dok. Dok just dropped off.
I turned my camera off for a
Oh,
minute.
you turned your camera off. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think just looking at this, I think I could put the stickers on later. Yeah, because these come off pretty easily. So you can see what I'm doing here. But yeah, I'm so glad that a couple people jumped on because I was getting worried. I was like, I think I did everything right. And that's the thing we were talking about is streaming is not easy. I mean, people think that streaming, you can just do this and, it just comes naturally. And trust me, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't.
You can't stop talking is the thing that people don't get. You're like, yeah, you think you can say a lot, but when the pressure's on, sometimes don't have a lot to say, but you're streaming. So you have to,
Well,
so you have to keep on going.
That's something we were talking about early on when nobody was here, is that it's so much harder as a new streamer when you don't have an audience to talk to. So refreshed, and there you were again. Okay. Interesting. You're sitting in the other channel for a while wondering, for eventually it said the video had been removed. Yeah. What happened is I had 2 streams going on at the same time, Rick Brickham. So I had to delete the other ones, make them private, and then I said take 2. So that's why the title of this one says take 2. And there's Dok.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Yeah.
How was the library visit? Did you
It's very
enjoy?
nice. I love this library. It's very, very nice. And it's nice and calm, unlike the Linwood Library, which has all the riff-raff, if you know what I mean, hanging out. Yeah. This is a very nice library.
Yeah, the riff-raff.
I don't like Linwood. I don't like Linwood.
Yeah, and Rick Brickham is so right that it's so much better when you have a couple guests on, and especially if you have moderators who are on, and then at least you can talk to the moderators, right? And
talk to the mods, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a couple mods too?
Oh yeah, I have a few. I have a few, but most of the time they're not on because I changed my streaming time, so most of them aren't there. So it's like, okay, all right. But I'm streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. Usually there's nobody there. I mean,
I was gonna say that's hard to get people there at 3 in the morning unless you know somebody like in New Zealand or something.
Yeah. Well, I did, but he went back to school. So yeah. My stream bud is gone back to school. So when he gets out of school, maybe we'll see. But yeah, Steve Reynolds TV, people. Steve Reynolds TV. #, Steve Reynolds TV.
Okay.
He's a great mocker. He knows like several of the Australian Lego masters, just like I know Bill Z. He was.
You know Bill Z?
Yes, and that's why I'm just like, I can't believe that people are not subscribed to him. He was like season 1 Lego Masters Australia. People, come on. He streams. He's watching the show right now, Lego Masters Australia, and they discuss the show. He knows the Brick Man. He's guys, like he knows it's like, come on, people.
Really? Why?
Sometimes
I'll subscribe to him if I haven't already. I try to help people out because I know what it's like, when you're trying to stream and build a presence out there. I think like Rick Brickham, he's building his stream, and so is Alexander 23. All of us, who are out there are trying the best we can. Okay, this is interesting. So we have a lot of these gold, what do you call them? I guess angle wrenches, for lack of a better term.
Angle wrenches.
Angle wrenches. Yeah, that's what I'm calling them. That's what the Brickanista calls them. Is angle wrenches.
What time is it? Okay, can't see.
Yeah. So, and we were talking earlier. You're muted again. Were you just chatting?
No. I just wanted to know what time it is. Do you know what time it is? What time is it? Because I can't see.
2:15 p.m.
Okay. Well, I gotta go. I got to go.
You gotta go. Okay. All right.
I do want to say thank you very much for having me on this live stream. I would love to do another On the Move if you find another location. I love Edmonds. Edmonds is fantastic. So anytime you want to do anything in Edmonds, love me some Edmonds.
Oh, okay. Well, I did Edmonds last week. So yeah, no, thanks for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. And then you and I will definitely have to touch base because I have for you, if before you go, I can just stop by my car and I'll slip them through the window. Okay. But I have these May the clutch be with you.
Ooh,
Sticker.
I can put that next to my moto sticker. I got a moto sticker.
Yeah.
Before he was
Yeah.
famous.
And I've also got the Brickanista Broadcast Network sticker for you too.
Yeah, Panda, yeah.
So yeah, I've got these for you. So just swing by and I'll slip them through the window.
All righty. Thank you again for having me. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you dying with your noodles on Saturday.
So Saturday, for those of you who don't know, subscribe to Dok Sampson. Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Or
And
2 p.m. Eastern.
All right, or 2 Eastern, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
And then I think 4 or 5 other streamers,
Yeah.
we're all going to be eating noodles live,
Yeah.
spicy noodles, and see the results of that.
Yeah. And then Ryan, Ryan of M&R, I don't want to like name drop, but Ryan of M&R Games might be with Sans and another guest.
Oh,
there might be 3
and do you think
YouTubers.
just Too Good might be with them too?
Well, I don't know if Just Too Good will be with them because Ryan doesn't hang out with Just Too Good all that much, but they know each other, but
Well,
you never know.
No, they know each
You never know
other.
who's going to be there. You
Just
never know.
Too Good was there when Ryan dropped the Roman Colosseum.
Oh, yeah.
He was there. They know each other. They know each other.
Oh, they live near each other. They've known each other for years.
Yeah, I was going to say. So if Sans brings M&R and Just Too Good, then that would be epic. That would be epic.
But I think it's probably going to be Claire, the brick architect.
Oh.
That's who Claire is. So, yeah. So it might be Claire and Sans. Claire, Sans, and Ryan. But it might be, Sans, his brother, and somebody else, too. So you never know. Sans, Sans is unpredictable.
Sans is hilarious.
Yes.
Sans can bring whoever he wants. It'll be hilarious, whatever he decides to
do. Okay. Well,
that's
thanks
awesome.
a lot. See you guys later.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Don't forget to get your stickers.
Okay.
Take care. Thanks for coming by. That was a lot of fun. It also shows you how much slower of a builder I am compared. Let's see. Now this is weird. It looks like one of my sheets there. I think there's a problem is that this I guess this part of my booklet fell apart. So you get what you pay for. If you get a cheaper set, it's going to be a little bit less. There you go. So I've got these as extra pieces and I'm putting them into bag 1. So we have a few extra pieces there. But anyway, that was fun. That was fun having Dok with us on this little journey of streaming in my car. So yeah. And I don't know how I got roped into this, but I'm gonna be eating spicy noodles on Saturday. Saturday at 11. And I'm not even sure how to prepare for this. I mean, how do you prepare for something like that? I guess you can just keep eating spicy food and just build a tolerance. Maybe that's what you have to do. But look at all that gold goodness. Oh my goodness. And look at this too. We've got these translucent stones, the infinity stones. Yeah, this is good. This is awesome. So yeah, I'm really glad I picked this up. It's a good set. Look at even purple. Look at that. That is cool. Brothers from Another Brick. Someone said you were vegan. Yes, that is true. I've only been vegan for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in September. Yeah, I do make exceptions where, like, if I go to a restaurant with some friends and the pasta only has maybe egg or milk in it, I might have a little bit of that, but I have not eaten meat in almost 2 years. September was when I started a vegan diet, and I actually think with my fall, it's actually helped me heal faster too. So welcome, by the way, brother from Another Brick. I don't know if you heard that Dok is having me participate in the noodle challenge. And so I think he said Sans is definitely going to be there. And Sans may be bringing M&R Productions and I said he might be bringing also, what's his name from Just Too Good. That would make sense if Just Too Good was there too. I just realized I used the wrong piece for this. But anyway, you've been vegan for 14 years. Wow. Okay. Well, you and I need to chat then, because I need to find a spicy vegan noodle dish for this competition. So if you have a suggestion, I can order it in time to get it for Saturday. So yeah, I started a vegan diet after watching that movie Game Changers. So I don't know if you familiar with it, but that movie talked a lot about these high performance athletes who have been vegan for a long time. And so I did it for health reasons, because my family, I'm the only person in my family who does not have to take high blood pressure medicine. And I want to keep it that way, because once you start high blood pressure medicine, you can't get off of it. So I changed my diet. I have not looked back. I know a lot of people say that they can't be vegan, it's too hard. And it's like, well, your body does have to adjust. I will say that it's not for everybody, but the benefits, not only to your health, but to the planet too, is just phenomenal. So that's good to know. I'm glad you are. So I didn't realize that you were vegan for so long. That's a long time. So what I'm doing is I'm finishing up, I'm on bag number 3 now, and I'm finishing up the Thanos Mech. And as you saw, we had Dok Sampson in another car streaming with me. And I'm doing this through Zoom using Streamlabs OBS. So it's a little bit different, and it's a bit of a learning curve, but I think I have it figured out. I had a harder time at the very beginning because, as you know, Brothers from Another Brick, when you first start streaming, you don't have a big audience. So it's like you're talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself, and you don't know if the stream is actually working sometimes. So I was online for, I think, half an hour with Doc before we had guests show up. Yeah. So I'm really glad that you're here. And yeah, it's been it's been an interesting journey. But this mech with all these gold pieces, really a great deal. Awesome deal. And this is a good set to do in the car, because you can open this like a tray. And I have this as a backup, but looks like I really didn't need it. And what am I doing? This, okay. Yeah, no, but so this is really good. But yeah, some other good news is Debo and I are getting noticed with our Rebrick This challenge. So we got invited by Tricky Bricks. We're going to be on their show sometime soon, and we'll see how that goes. That'll be fun. And I think Doc is coming around to get his stickers. And by the way, Brothers from Another Brick, I sent your stickers last Friday, so hopefully you'll get them soon. See if you can get that. You got it? Okay.
Bye, Brickanista
Bye.
viewers.
Thanks so much, Doc.
Thank you.
All right, we'll touch base. See ya. So for those of you who don't know, I have these stickers of May the Clutch be with you. May the clutch be with you, which is what we say here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Yeah. You eat very little meat products? Oh, good. Occasionally hamburger, chicken once a week, fish, maybe once a week. Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing that I had to adjust to is you have to take vitamin B12. Because if you don't take the vitamin B12, then I was starting to get tingling in my fingertips. That was because you need the B12, and you can't get it from most vegetables. You do have to supplement that way. So once I figured that out, I started feeling a lot better, because there was a point where I was feeling really weak. Look at that. These goldish round curves. These are nice. This is super nice. So yeah. You're hyped to see the stickers once they arrive. Yeah. Yeah, you should be getting them soon. If you don't, let me know. Hopefully you get them before May the 4th be with you. But yeah, no, you've been super, super nice and helpful to me. So it's just my little thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so for those of you who are not following Brothers from Another Brick, by the way, follow him. He's been around for a while, and he also streams, and he has a lot of really good YouTube videos that he edits and puts together. So yeah, so he's been like a little mentor of mine. I shouldn't say little. He's been a mentor of mine. It's like, I have no idea how tall or how short you are. You've just been a mentor. What I was meaning to say is that, you know, you've just kind of dropped in and given me your advice, which has been very helpful. So thank you. Thank you a bunch. It's been great. You appreciate me? Well, I appreciate you too. And that's nice that, you know, you're willing to help new streamers out. Because I saw the other thing he did, which was really cool, is he posted on his stories, he asked, are there any streamers out there that are new and up and coming that I should be following? So I told him, I said, yeah, you should definitely follow Debo. So Debo is streaming tomorrow at 9 a.m. if you're able to catch him. And I've known Debo for a little bit. Debo and I, as you know, do the daily brick limit challenges. And he's not only super talented, he's super nice too. So he and I have started doing that on a monthly basis, and that got the attention of Tricky Bricks, and we're both members of Tricky Bricks, and they've invited us to be on their show. So we're just figuring out the time when that's going to be. And also Tricky Brick said they're willing to come onto my show. So we're just going to figure out the time when that's going to take place. So building the momentum. But I will say, when I first started today's stream and there was like nobody on for half an hour, I felt bad because, you know, when you have a guest like Dok, I felt bad, but Dok is super cool as well. Dok has been awesome. Just the community has been really great, you know, really helpful, trying to encourage each other. And I think that's what's the most important thing, right? Is we help each other out. You subbed his YouTube channel. You see him in the chats. Yeah. Well, if you haven't seen his work, OMG, my God, Debo, I mean, he's probably best known for his Galactus. He built this like 3-foot or 4-foot Galactus from I think the Bull King mech from the Monkey Kid series. Yeah. I mean, and it's got all of these, you know, bright, I don't know what the color is, magenta, I think, pieces. And he built the Silver Surfer to go with it. And his city, he's got this opera house that I think he said holds several hundred people in it, because, you know, all of his minifigs need a place to go. So they're all in the opera house watching something. Yeah, he's an incredibly talented builder, and I hope he's the kind of person who would be great on Lego Masters. So if there's ever a Lego Masters season 3, I hope they reach out to him, because he would be amazing. So he's been doing some of these Rebrick This challenges with me, and we swap back and forth as far as who gets to pick the set. So I picked the Captain America set, and I'm only building this set, the Thanos set, because it's got the gold pieces, and it was a pretty quick little set that would be easy to do for a stream in the car. So that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, so anyway, there's just like I said, there's a lot of really cool people out there in various streams. Check them out, support them, help them out a little bit. Because, you know, the other thing about streaming, which I think a lot of people don't understand, is that, you know, first of all, there's this entertainment value, right? Because people want to be entertained by you and what you say. And then there's also the technical aspect, because, you know, you're doing the down camera and what have you. Oh, Hooded One's here. Hey, Hooded One, how are you? So You got to pop out, heading to work. Okay, hey, no problem. Always nice to chat with you guys. Yeah, hey, thanks again. Really appreciate all your help. You're awesome. So I hope I get to meet you sometime in person. And yeah, please send me any ideas you have for spicy noodles, because I have to participate in this challenge. And, you know, I don't even like it. He sent me this one where it said artificial chicken flavoring. And it's kind of like, well, that's kind of vegan because it's not a chicken, it's artificial chicken. But do I even really want to eat something that says artificial chicken on it? So yeah, if you have some ideas of some vegan noodles that are spicy that I can add to this challenge, that would be great. So yeah, so Hooded One, you missed this earlier, is that Dok Sampson had to leave, but Dok and several streamers and I will be participating in this spicy noodle challenge this Saturday. So this Saturday we'll be doing that, and this is looking pretty cool. See that there? He's waving back. Okay, take care. Yeah, and Rick Brickham's here, and he's also has a channel, so if you haven't been following him, check him out as well. Okay, so it looks like we need to do the other hand, because right now we have almost everything done. We've got the right hand, we've got to do we've just finished this torso, and this must be the left hand and the glove. And thank you for helping me test this proof of concept, because as you know, I don't know, you know, some people might think I'm actually crazier because I started doing this, but you know, it's a proof of concept thing, right? Can I stream from my car, and would people find this interesting? And it's nice when you have special guests, like I said, Dok Sampson just kind of popped in, and I had never met him and Khan before, so this was my first time meeting them in person. So that was fun. So yeah, I've been, as many of you know, I've been on this journey since September, and so far it's been a lot of fun, and you never know what surprises may come out of it. For example, may the clutch be with you. Let me see if I got this right. Here we go. May the clutch be with you. These were actually designed by Boone Langston. So Boone offered to help me design these. And as you know, this is a phrase that we say here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, of course, you're welcome. I think that's the thing, is that, you know, this is not something you can do alone. When can we see them? Oh, what did you just do, Hooded One? What did I miss? How's everybody doing? You've been working on, you've been working on your mosaics. Very cool. I've got to work on my Logan competition, I guess. Yeah, see, this whole thing that they just brought up with the minifig habitats, I might have to pass on that, because I would rather spend more time really focusing on my Logan mock, which I guess is okay, because you know, I don't know, many of you know my dog was named Logan before he passed away, and yeah, I miss him a lot. So want to do something that will do him justice. Okay, this is interesting. So we're going to have to do a lot of these pieces like this. And it looks like we do different color stones. So this one's the purple one. And that's one thing. This set has all these gold pieces, and it has these translucent pieces too. So that's really, really nice. You haven't posted any images yet for your mosaic? That's okay. No rush. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be building this different spokes of the infinity glove. Yeah, so the next one, it looks like it's going to be a blue or a teal color. Yeah, lots of good pieces in this. It's like, wow. Yeah, if you haven't picked up one of these sets, Brickworm recommended I get this one because it has all of these gold pieces in here for Thanos. And as you can see, we're building the glove. The habitat challenge is cool, but not really your thing. I agree. I think in some ways, I mean, I think it's great that Tricky Bricks is trying to expand their network and get to know other builders and stuff, but it's kind of like, how do I say this? I'm starting to wonder what their priorities are. So, but that's okay. You know, it's their stream. They can do that. This is really amazing. Look at that. Just this design. It's all because of this one piece. That one piece really does it. Let's see. Okay, what's next? All right, now we have an interesting change up. We don't have very many pieces left, so we're going to see what happens with this. Okay, so we have this gold piece. And this goes down here. Okay. All right, so they're changing it up just slightly. But still have this clip, which I think is supposed to represent the fingertip. Okay, now this one's yellow. Not crazy about Disney theme. Oh, Cowboy Kenobi's here. Hey, welcome. You just missed Dok Sampson. He just had to go. So yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm I'm trying to be tactful about this because, you know, people stream for different reasons, but I just like you said, Disney's really not my thing. The minifig habitats, I get it. I understand the appeal, but I'm just not big on that. I would rather focus on some new techniques to learn and build from that, stretch myself. I don't really think a minifig habitat is stretching myself. So I don't know, but I've done them before. See, if you haven't done one before, then yeah, that'd be good to do. But if you've done them before, then it's kind of like meh, meh. Been there, done that. Okay, we're almost done. We are almost done here. And I've been proving the concept of streaming from my car. So that is pretty interesting. Yeah, so Disney, I don't know, what is it? It's the Disney minifig habitat. I mean, I have some, and I do participate in the challenge just to be part of the community. And there's going to be some challenges that you like, and there's going to be some that just don't resonate with you, right? So you just do what works for you. All right, so this is interesting now. We're going to put this, and look at this gold dome. That's dope, yo. That is dope. I love that. Okay, so now we've got this hand, and I think that's it. And then this will attach over here. And okay, let me zoom out a little bit. That is cool. Look at how much bigger this hand is. Oh my God, compared to the other one, this hand is huge. That's actually kind of funny. You know, I don't know, I find it amusing, but I find a lot of things amusing, which maybe aren't. Okay, I think that's it. I think it's kind of interesting that they have so many leftover infinity stones. If you take a look at, that's what we have left over from this bag. And then now that I know the method, remember when I was doing the Captain America one and I kept trying to stick him in here without moving this forward. Yeah, now I know the method. So, yay, we got Thanos done. So and he'll do high touchdown pose. This is actually really nice too with the articulation there and all the feet moving. Oops, don't want to break it apart, Brickanista. All right, so we just built the Thanos Mech. If there's a minifig in it, it's mostly meh. As far as just builds in general, or are you talking about this? I think this is actually pretty dope, yo. And it has a minifig in it. And you missed this earlier when I first started building Thanos. He's got a lavender head. I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool. So, and I think if I remember right, yeah, it's only one-sided, but the torso is also got a nice print to it as well. Okay, my friends. Well, good. I did a proof of concept here, streaming from my car for week number 2. Had another guest for Brickanista On the Move. And I was mentioning earlier when I was talking to Doc that I would love to find a spot like in the middle of the woods or something where you've got good internet access and you can stream near a stream. That would be kind of cool. But I'm going to have to do some research on that. And then I've been already starting on what am I going to do to retrofit my car. So I'm going to turn this down camera off. Let me do that. Hold up. Turn off this down camera. I think, like I said, I'm also learning how to use Streamlabs OBS for this. Oops. Okay. There we go. Hello. This has been an interesting journey. So I've been streaming now for about an hour and 45 minutes. And it looks like my battery, see, this is a good test. How much battery life do I have? Okay, I have about 56 minutes remaining if I were to continue. So I think I tend to stream 2 to 3 hours at a time. So if I were to take this on the road, to truly take this on the road, then I could potentially do this, but I do think I'm going to need an inverter or a portable electric solar powered generator kind of thing. So I've been looking at a couple different ones, and when I was talking to people at C-Lug about it, they were talking about, in addition to the Jackery, there's some other units that might be more affordable. So I am checking into that. I think that I've proven, at least with this stream, that we can use Zoom to get multiple guests in, plus have a down camera, and use Streamlabs OBS to get this lower third. So you can see that the lower third says the Brickanista Broadcast Network right below me, so that works. I can see the chat, even though I have to keep looking to my left, so sorry about that. But for me to check the chat, I have to go into this other window, and it looks like I think I've been able to keep up. I'm just checking right now about, you think they're great for the little mechs for the money? Yes, absolutely, Rick. I agree with you. Lots of articulation, nice pizzas, great fits too. Exactly. So, for $10, you get this really good playable figure. And I got this one because Brickworm had mentioned of all the gold pieces that are in here. And as you know, I've been working already on that coffee shop. And I was thinking about what am I going to do for the banisters. And I have this rounded curved piece that I think I could use on that. So that, yeah, there's a lot of potential with this. I just think it's also kind of humorous if you look at it from this point of view. I mean, look at the difference in the hands here. I'll point it up this way. I mean, look at how much different the hands are. That is pretty funny. I mean, Thanos, when he's got that glove on, no wonder he can take out half the universe, right? And I'm really glad I decided not to put the stickers on. So this set, unlike the Captain America set, does come with stickers. So the stickers would kind of provide some value here, but for the hassle of putting them on in the middle of a car, I'm glad I didn't do that. I don't think, I mean, I could do that later if I wanted to, but I probably just want to reuse those pieces. Multiple boxes by now. You think you're going to get multiple boxes of these? You think? In builds for challenges, I just don't get the whole storytelling with minifigs thing. Builds for challenges. Most of the minifigs I get from sets end up in a box. Well, I don't know. I like minifigs, and as you know, I love storytelling. So hey, if you want to send any of your super sewer babies my way, I'll put them to good use. Yeah. Well, I think if you think about minifigs, that also distinguishes Lego from some of the other competition too, is that the whole line of minifigures. And you probably saw on today's Tricky Brick show where they talked about the video minifigs. Oh my gosh. I mean, some of those are amazing. I'm looking forward to, I'm going to have to pull the trigger on, I think, the pirate stage, because it has the mermaid, it has the shark, and it has a kraken. And as you know, I live in Seattle, and we have a new hockey team starting here in a couple months, and it's the Kraken. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a big hockey fan, but as you know, there's no way I'm going to cheer for the Seattle Seahawks. Not going to happen. Sorry. I'm a dedicated 49er fan through and through, have been since I was a young girl. And I think that for me, the Kraken is probably a good, option. Hockey team, the soccer team here, I can cheer for them. But yeah, football, I will always be a Niners fan. And if I end up going down to the San Francisco Bay Area during football season and the stadiums are open again and it's safe, I may be tailgating again with my friend Alan. Him and his daughter got me into TikTok, and I just restarted TikTok after a long hiatus. So don't be surprised if you see some more TikTok videos. In fact, I'm thinking about doing one with my Captain America rebrick. I just did my second rebrick on the stream the other day. And if you are not participating in that yet, there's still time. You can get the Captain America mech, not this one. Though if you only have this one and you still want to participate, of course, we will give allowances. But this one is the Thanos mech, but the Captain America mech is 76168. Pick that up, rebrick it, take a photo, hashtag rebrick this, post it no later than May 16th by about 1 p.m. We go live at 1 p.m. So sometime before that, if you could do that. You love the 49ers, Joe Montana all the way. Yeah, I actually have a signed Joe Montana hat that was given to me as a gift from a friend of mine. So when before I left Charlotte, my friend, I told her, I said, I can't believe how much I have missed football, because I lived in Raleigh for a long time. And then I moved to Charlotte in 2014. No, 2015, I moved to Charlotte. And then they had the Panthers. And I got to watch some football, which professional football. I hadn't watched football in a long time for a variety of reasons. And then I said, God, I missed having a city where football was really appreciated. So that's when I said, you know what? If I really want to get back into football again, I missed California. I really wanted to go back. So I moved back in 2016. So I stayed until November for the election. And then we all know what happened in 2016. So I got the heck out of North Carolina in 2016. I drove cross country with my dog, Logan. In fact, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, in fact, this might actually be public. If you go look up Logan the Corgi, Logan and then space, and then the Corgi is one word. That is my dog, and you'll see pictures of him and me together, and he was amazing, absolutely amazing. And after I fell the other day, I realized that I've been waiting too long to get a dog. So actually last night, I sent a couple emails to people about corgis because June 4th is International Corgi Day. And that's the kind of dog that I had. So don't be surprised if in the next coming months and some streams in the future that you might be meeting a new corgi with a new name. I will probably not name them Logan. If I think I may have told you that at one point I was watching Duck Dynasty and they had a Jack Russell, I think, named Bubba. And every time they got a new Jack Russell, they named it Bubba. And because that way they had no time to grieve because the dog was the same name. It was always a Jack Russell, always named Bubba. I think it was Bubba. It might be another name, but it was just interesting. And I said, could I do that? Could I get another dog that looked just like Logan and just call him Logan? And I realized I couldn't do that because each dog is unique. And I'm looking forward to whatever dog comes into my life. I have no idea. I'm sure it will happen sometime soon. I can feel it. I can feel it. Yes, the new video has some cool figs. Yes, I agree. But it's not something that you desperately want. Yeah, that's another thing. The video ones are just so expensive. And that's awesome that big Bills in the 49er. Oh, yeah, Buffalo Bills fan. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Is it Jim Kelly, the quarterback for the Bills, who had the biggest comeback ever? I'm trying to remember. I know it was a Bills quarterback who had some amazing, like 30-point comeback from, I think I want to say the 80s or something like that. But yeah, the Bills have a great team. And weapon instead. What? Okay, what am I missing? Weapon X instead? Okay, what did I miss, Cowboy Kenobi? What are you saying? Okay, I'm looking at the chat, talking about build challenges. Oh, you think a build challenge should be a weapon instead? Like, wow. I don't know. Dolphins as well. Oh, were you a fan of Joe Namath back in the day? Wasn't Joe Namath the Dolphins quarterback? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. I haven't been following the Dolphins for a variety of reasons, but I'm the teams that I tend to follow in general have been the Patriots because my friend in Charlotte, who was so super nice to me when I moved to Charlotte, Brian was awesome. He and his wife and his friends were very, very cool. And they invited me to the Super Bowl when the Patriots were playing the Seahawks. And as you know, as a Niners fan, we hate the Seahawks. Even though I live in Seattle, we still hate the Seahawks. And he was super nice. And I told him I would wear a Patriots shirt. So I have followed the Patriots. And as you know, with Tom Brady moving over to the Buccaneers, I've been following him as well. I just think even though despite all the controversy, regardless of what you feel about him, he is an amazing quarterback. And him with Gronkowski together, OMG, those two together are like unstoppable. And as you saw, just the way things turned around. So instead of Logan, a weapon X instead. Oh, I see. It's a Wolverine joke. Oh, yeah, no. Logan will always be my Logan all the time. And I'm really thinking about how I'm going to build this challenge. I may do a mosaic. I may try to do a sculpture, but I want to do something that's going to do justice for him because he was just an amazing dog. And so I've been mulling around in my head a couple different things. And if you tune in Monday on Twitch, I will be starting on whatever I decide to do. But yeah, no, it's kind of been an emotional roller coaster ride for me this last week, as many of you know, because of my accident. But the good news is that's why I'm streaming in my car because I'm now doing something new. I've wanted to really take my car on the road and do more things and get ready for a big road trip, which I'll be taking to go visit my parents, hopefully this fall. And I've been just trying to think in my mind, how am I going to do this? I won't be able to do MOCs. Clearly, I will have to be doing sets, probably small sets like this. And this set, which was great, 152 pieces, my friends, 6+, Thanos Mech, 76141. All this whole series is really a great deal. So I'm think, you know, when I go from city to city, probably hit a Target, go buy some set, build it in my car. If I have my dog with me at the time, you know, my dog will be with me too. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. It'll be interesting. You didn't pay much attention to quarterbacks, but loved the teams. Oh, yeah, that's true. Joe Montana being the exception. As far as Joe Montana being the exception, that you followed him a lot because he's amazing. And it was kind of interesting that he's won 4 Super Bowls. I know Brady's won more. I think Brady's won 7 or 8, something like that. And no, Joe Montana is cool. Oh, so I forgot to mention about why do I have this signed Joe Montana hat, is that when I was in Charlotte, my friend Carrie, her father had passed away, and he was a huge 49ers fan. And when she knew that I was a big 49ers fan, she even had come to a 49ers tailgate party I had at my apartment. And, you know, we were all dressed up in 49ers gear. And before I left Charlotte, she gave me this gift of a baseball cap that's signed by Joe Montana. And when I'm back in my build area, I have it actually in my build area. You see it all the time. I just haven't pointed it out. And when I first saw it, I thought it was the manager, and I'm trying to remember his name, who had the initials JM, who ended up going to, I guess, University of Michigan. Anyway, I said, "Oh, is that this guy?" She goes, "Oh, think harder." And it, you know, it was Joe Montana. And she even gave me the signed certificate of authenticity. And it's just a very special gift that she gave to me and said, you know, I know you really would appreciate this. And my father loved this hat, and it was very special to him, and I want you to have it. And I was just like, oh my God, that is just so sweet. I mean, I have the nicest friends. I am very, very blessed. And I tell you, when I think about what happened with my accident, if I don't tell people here enough, thank you so much for just everything you do to support me and to, you know, keep giving me faith in what I'm doing, you know, this journey that I'm on. And I'm really looking forward. I may see some of you later tonight. I'll be on Twitch at 9 o'clock at my usual time. And as you can see, for those of you who missed it, I'll do a quick review of my setup. So I have back here, let me see, I got to switch over to another view so I can see what you're seeing. Hold up. Okay, so here's the back of my car. I've moved everything into the far back. And remember I told you those camp chairs? Those are the camp chairs that I always have in my car, those two. There's a little blanket in case I get cold while I'm sitting in my camp chair. And then I have this wagon, and I'm going to need to move that because I can't put this seat back. But it worked out well because I use this seat back right now for a tray. And that's where the laptop is sitting. And I'm running Streamlabs, OBS, and Zoom on this. And I have, you can see this cable right here. This cable is connected to this camera, which goes into the USB of that. For my down camera, I ended up taking this tripod and putting it onto the back of the headrest here so it secures it down. And the tripod is holding my cell phone, which is logged into Zoom. And that's how I'm able to get the down camera shot, which is right here. And because this is a portable video, I'm able to just kind of wedge this on the back of the seat and put it right in front of me. So there you go. Anyway, thanks again. Really appreciate you hanging out with me. If I really had this all dialed in, what I would be doing is having this all set up. So then that way I could just hit a button and, you know, you'd get, you know, all the transitions and everything, but I'm still working towards that. But I wanted to thank everybody again for all your support, and I am going to keep working at it. This is Brickanista on the Move, so we'll see what I decide to do. This coming up Sunday is Mother's Day. So I may do something a little different for Mother's Day. We'll see, because I know I doubt my mom would want to come on camera. I'm sure she'll say no, but maybe I'll do something different for Mother's Day. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Brickanista on the Move, I guess a channel or a program on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. So anyway, thank you again, and be safe, be careful, be kind to each other, and may the clutch be with you. Take care, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye.